Hello and welcome back. We are still investigating this this crime scene. What is this? What are you? There's a big yellow thing. Where's a crown on the ribbon below? Okay. So we've established this is a very dialogue-heavy game, which I kind of love.
This trash container is
and we have its internal monologue that we get to talk
as a
to, and I
padlock
think
that says,
I just think it's
"Whirling
brilliant.
in rags."
Padlock, whirling in rags. Okay, so this
There's
is like the
something
bit.
in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash
The
container.
body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yeah, it feels like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in here? How do we get the lock
You
open?
could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage.
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the
let's do
Whirling
that.
Rags.
Let's not break stuff.
He probably
We've already
has
broken
one.
enough stuff.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
It is, yes. Alright, well, we'll do that in a minute. First, we need to continue looking at the scene. And then... Kids' ladder is rickety but still climbable. Ladders for kids who wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. That's fair. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. How very nice for them. What's in here? Money and yeah, I'll take all of that. Thank you. It's not gonna... I need 100 real. Winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Alright, let's... Before we go too far afield, let's get this body down, because it's been up there for a long time. 7 days.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human.
Ugh.
It's swollen.
I'm
and
sorry
ready to
for
burst.
anyone who gets...
His
queasy.
lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
I don't want to contaminate the crime scene.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
I mean, we'll try it.
The smell.
Oh, we
is
came so
repulsive.
close.
It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more
Jesus Christ.
familiar than
Oh, I'm
anything
sorry
you
also for anyone who doesn't
expect.
like
More fever than odor. It
expectorating.
fills your
That's
mind,
spitting.
flushing you
Very
from
saucy.
within.
Try to walk away. I did not walk away. I'm so sorry. And I've contaminated the crime scene now.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst,
Deeply unpleasant.
until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thank you.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you.
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Fair. Where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
Oh, good
if
point.
she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
I still feel like there's too many
Acquiring
T's.
ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Well, let's go get some ammonia. Because we need to be able to... Can I walk faster than this? I can! If I press shift, I move quicker! Let's go to the lady and see if she's willing to... She's already given us gloves, though. I feel mean asking for both more.
Hello again, officer.
Do you still have your
How
salts?
are things?
I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
Oh,
Go easy on
thank
that
you.
stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I have to run. I might go to that fruit store anyway, which is What's this? This is just a rubbish bin.
This Post
mail
Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti. A closer inspection reveals
My two options are pat it and say, good mail delivery box, or kick it and say, F you, mail delivery box. Good mail delivery box. Well done. Proud of you.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, main collection box. Been there. Push l'aventurier. Aventurier.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
I healed my morale by talking to a mail collection box. That's what just happened to me. That was normal, a normal thing that occurred. Books has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Shay. On the cover says a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Oh, this is a bookstore? Yeah. Crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. A book about pate. That doesn't seem to cover any of those categories. Really understands what it's about. Nor does it doesn't seem you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about Waderio culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. Government reads your mind using radio technology. Hello, person. Wait, no, wait. Oh, I had a thing, but there it is. Book is titled Man from Helmdal and the Wildfire. Maybe that's me.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
It is called that. That is fair.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Don't be ridiculous. I know all these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
It's okay if I ask you some
Okay,
questions.
sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
I thought I failed the encyclopedia to remember what a postcard or a book is. What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance.
So this is
She
like
owns
a
the
weird
store.
kind of a French
She's
place,
inside
but not
minding the
necessarily
register
French.
or organising the stock.
Okay. Oh, she's
Feel
recording
free to
something.
step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know.
you
They'd
could get a
miss out on the
sign.
crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help in some
Kind
way?
of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Should you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
I mean,
You
that is
succeed.
the line that you're told, yes. How's the business
Mum
going?
says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into
We can
this.
go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see
Kim,
much more
just
to look
live a
into.
little, alright? It's not like we have anything else pressing going
Yes.
on.
Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way.
But
it does
Kim,
not exist.
the
I liked
plasmic
it better when
manifestations.
we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
The plasmic
No such
manifestations.
thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
What do you know about the other failed
Nothing
businesses?
really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime
Crime
business?
fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Why would anyone want to read about crime or
It's
play a game
exciting
about
to
it?
people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I would love to know
You
that.
don't
I'm a policeman
look much
myself,
like
by the way.
a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like
Didn't
then?
mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
It's not your important. The body that's important to police work anyway. It's your head.
Head? Yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul. Not head, child. Heads.
So that Mullen guy looks like a Hampel man. Who could respect that face? It's not even drawn correctly. Flexibility. There are millions of different people out here, and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you've got to be the killer to catch the killer.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm going to deduce something now.
The
I
girl
did it!
keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands
What
folded?
do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to worry. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded.
Okay, now I don't
in
like where
front
this is
of her.
going.
She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you.
Kim,
with
I'm doing
little
a thing, okay?
interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes, there were a few other hints. No, yes.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
One more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in
She
mind.
nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, I hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine, do better. Do something about
You're
me.
quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
I'm also sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles.
I didn't.
at you.
I'm just talking to
The
everyone. I
whole
probably shouldn't be, but
situation
like, I'm fascinated by
suddenly
the
feels
people and the
familiar. Somehow,
conversations you can have.
there's something you're missing.
Oof. Let's try this, please.
Because
Yes.
you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on. So you know me? We've met before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done
You should be
wrong.
wearing a shirt, particularly if it's cold out like this. Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks. I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
High as a kite or drunk.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug
Yeah.
addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning to.
Well, I can't seem to wipe this
Fuck
expression
you.
of my face.
You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Well, thanks. I've learned something about
I'm
myself
glad I
today.
could help you, sir.
What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose
I'm just going
between
through
a
all the
good man
options
and
here.
a bad man.
I want to know everything I can
Or
because
there
anything
could
can
be
be
a
a
story about
clue.
a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I
Those are unhappy
see.
books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
But what about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad.
I
Nobody
mean-
wants to read a story like that.
Sometimes you do have a choice between bad and bad, and you just have to make the choice that is the least bad. What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either,
That also
because
would
she
be good.
doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is
That's
poor?
really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to write about real life
Not
things.
in romance books, sir. These are
Okay.
about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, do you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, and it's really long and drawn out and scarred for life. Phantom limb?
No, I don't know.
Don't ring a bell? Alright, I'll ask you, Mum.
Yes, she knows books, definitely.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel?
No, I think it was a
stuck
recollection
somewhere
of
in your
my
forebrain?
marriage, my failed
You
marriage.
clearly have issues you need to address.
Yes, that's enough romance for me. I had other
Maybe
questions.
some about other books?
Who are these famous
Oh,
people?
kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and
I
writers.
don't know how
or
any of these might
musicians.
pertain to the
Those kinds of
crime,
people.
but
There's usually
I also am
something
not going to go in the bookstore
extraordinary
right now
about
because I'm
them.
still trying to go to the fruit.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does
But
it?
it does make the famous people more famous.
Famous for vain people. I have better things to do.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye. See you around the net. Thank you for your help. Where's this fruit? I'm trying to find the fruit. La fruit, c'est chic. Fruit, go! Some great tectonic. Oh, yeah, that's true. There has been some sort of an event here.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to.
Oh, okay. That's just for passing time. Alright, let's go back in, and I've got the salts from the lady, the lovely, kind gardener lady. Let's go to Gart, see if we can get the key. And then from there, we'll figure out the rest. I don't know where the fruit is still,
Can I help you?
but... is the trash container back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you
Sure.
for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I
Fair?
thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling
Prod
is.
at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you regarding even your leftovers from the ball?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
I'm still
The
wearing...
Whirling in Rags is
rubber
not
gloves.
special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution,
Okay.
where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or
Yum,
Mazovianism.
yum, tell me more. Maybe I am crass myself.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Yes, let's return to that.
Was there something you wanted?
We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
A sad
Your
banger.
body is ready, sire.
Goodbye. First we find a sad banger. Then... And for those of you who don't know, in British idioms, a banger is a really good song. This tune's a banger, mate. Alright, let's look at the trash compactor, and then we'll still need to figure out how to deal with this body.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition there was something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Yeah,
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
that tracks.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of
You
the carton.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it.
Okay.
Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo
Maybe the rags
noodles.
will have something to do
Nothing
with
of
the
note, however.
body.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The
Okay.
victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased,
Why
they were
would they
removed
take off
when
his
he was still in the
trousers?
early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
So they took his belt?
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Why would-
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive color.
Oh, he was
appears
stripped
from the
completely.
food
That's
waste,
horrendous.
dripping with pus.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel. Oh, a bubble in my throat. A mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them there.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
I hate them.
See?
Yeah,
the
okay.
lieutenant nods. Then
That's such
it's
a food
just
waste.
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly.
Gross.
Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken
I'm glad I'm
bone
wearing the
thrown
gloves.
in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it up.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with
Okay.
moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and
Maybe a
notes
clue, though.
written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I think I didn't want someone from the whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know. I'm boring. It must have been cramping my cell. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes
That's
contain
true.
informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay,
It
I'll
would
do
also
that.
not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we...
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
I will do so. Let me
Go
get
to
the
your
mug.
inventory.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking
Oh.
in saffron.
Come on. An
Only
antique?
in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item.
The
Yes,
container sounds
I'm
a
going.
muffled gong.
Gong!
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Right, let me interact with my thing.
It's
Interact.
just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
There's quite a lot to read
Not
into here.
much.
Look at all the
Oh
content.
boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
The mug will be useful by denouncing it. I can earn political capital. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see?
That's fair. Okay. Let me look
It's
at
the
my ledger.
ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board,
So,
barely held together.
is it
by
going to
a
be
metal
about this
clip.
case or is it going to be about the
This
previous
sad
case?
display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Unpleasant.
It's a metaphor for you.
Really?
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper?
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila. The ledger now
I'm
looks
still wearing the gloves, it's fine.
marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't
Okay.
know how you didn't notice it before. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned.
Yes.
Didn't he say something about the headlights of his
Okay,
motor
that's
carriage?
actually good.
That you can read these
So
there.
that might give me a clue, maybe?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
I don't want to
How
know.
many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Have you mentioned the heights of your
Yes,
headlights of your Kamina?
RCM vehicles have
Kinema?
headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all, thank
Okay.
While a bunch
Um,
of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
you. White
They're not
papers.
exactly white. They're
Yes,
yellowed
of
in
course, but
patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files
Okay,
themselves
so I have a
are
lot of
plenty.
case files.
You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked
They appear to be
pages
insufficient
falling
organized.
apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact
Oh,
number
okay, so
is
just a
hard
bunch of
to
cases that I
estimate
took and
due
then
to
didn't
missing
finish them.
pages and an odd naming convention. But there is the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 weeks a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh?
2 cases a
Two
week?
complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it.
2
lest you
cases a week
start
appears to have
making
been my
mistakes.
load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand.
There was
The
mention of a naming
handwriting is
convention in there?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on
More
the
accompanied by a
margins.
name.
A title, one might say even. one that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Square bullet hole murder.
Another yet.
The unsolvable case more.
Others appear more light.
The guys on a couch in an
guys
unexpected
on the couch in
location.
an unexpected
Murder at the hookah
location.
parlour.
And the murder at the hookah parlor.
Okay, so
Even the
I am a
rare
homicide
article-free
detective. That's what I
collapsing
am.
Tenement. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together.
My
but it
cases
can
appear
be
to employ
done.
some kind of naming
Once you're
convention.
done inspecting them up.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one
Oh,
with
you mean the
titles.
titular? Yes, well, so do I.
Oh,
In our
that's good.
defense, almost everyone in the
That makes me
RCM does.
sound less like a bad police officer.
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things.
Okay.
It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a case named the Square Bullet Hole
Again,
Murders.
in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head.
I mean,
That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
what happened to
Rail
him?
spiked through the head.
Eee!
He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more.
Okay.
15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
I have a pen!
The tasks you've
From
completed
being
flow
kind
out of
to
the
the lady.
kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple.
What am I naming
A
this one?
language developed
The
for
man in the
mental
tree?
rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body.
Okay.
Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
Okay, the ledger seems
Things to be
important, which is
done,
good.
and things already done. The composition of reality.
I need to figure out how we're going to get that
This
body
is
down
an
there.
extremely useful
Because
tool for
I
a
can't
detective
climb
of
that
the
tree
citizens' militia.
because the ladder doesn't
Now
hold my
all
weight.
that remains
Also, I
is
need to
to
get rid of
name
these two.
the
They're
case.
really bugging me. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our
No,
case?
actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name.
I mean, this
We
is
have a
hardly
very good name
important,
for the
but
case now.
we did name it, I suppose.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
A new skill point? I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them.
Can
so
I
much as
read the
distance
case
yourself
files?
from the smelly papers.
Now?
They're a little further from your nose now.
Let me upgrade my visual calculus, because that's what I was going to get next.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the
Okay.
margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then, date of initialization and time of arrival on the... Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB...
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say
Horace Debbie
HDB
Beringer.
are your initials. That is improbable.
How long does it take to read a
It
case?
takes about half an hour to piece one together
Oh my
using
God.
the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
I'm going to do this off camera.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Alright, I'm going to continue trying to sort out this body, is what I'm going to continue doing at this point in time. But I will read all the case files
There
off.
he still is, looking
Camera.
right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Okay.
Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it
Still
worse.
failed.
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not
And
so
I'm throwing
much.
up again.
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
He's got boots on. Okay. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, packed.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here.
Why can't I keep
Alcohol
it in?
withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in? I've been a cop my whole life.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be
I
fine.
think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now.
That's probably a good idea. Clear our heads. But before we can do that, you need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Internalize. I am internalizing this thought. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what's down here. What's this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this part? I've never done it.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern. Calms your mind.
Oh, okay.
Memos like this.
Things like that I really love about this game, but it's very confusing.
There's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What
Hard to
feeling?
say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material
Okay, we're gonna have to
slanted
come back to
against
this
an old
when
shack.
I can upgrade my perception a little bit. Can I get around here? Oh, it's a long way around. Okay, no, I won't do that now. How to get the thing down? Right, where's this fruit? Let me get to the fruit, and I'll pick up some more smelling salts, and maybe that will make it workable, I guess. Is a fruit in here? No, this is a... some sort of work site. Makes sure I haven't done water anymore. There's a tree in it! Contracted into the roof. Slush in the rain is almost washed off. No, I don't want to go this way necessarily. What was that? Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? That's not helpful. It could be caused by an earthquake. Well, yeah, that's what we've established. That's probably the case. Is the freight up here? Hello?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. The
Cool
metal
viewer.
feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side.
Kuno!
With N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it,
I don't know
a
if this is gonna
church
help
on
at all.
stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Probably some kids.
Well, we know Kuno has wrecked this. I don't know if it's helpful or not. Have you used broken window? Tibbs says, well, we can speak to Tibbs about fixing that window. At some point, bag in your hand, we can collect the bottles and sell them, maybe? Okay, cool, good to know. Where's this fruit? I don't know where I'm supposed to go to I was told to go to the fruit, but I don't know where it is. Well, I'm going to roundabout north. Is the fruit up here? No? Oh, maybe the fruit's literally up north, up this way. Close to winter yet. Oh, is this the fruit? I think that's the fruit there. Most able-bodied men. Popular music mag. I'll talk to you later. Right now I need to... I found the fruit. Okay. Yellow roses. Melancholy pop song. There's a lot to look at in here. Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the
This
machine.
is how I raise
then it
my
gives you
money. I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear
You
machine?
need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though.
Gotta find
I'm
a bag
sure
for
there
this.
are some out there somewhere.
Right.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The
Okay.
raincoats are transparent.
What's
except
that?
for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Too many T's.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I've got to get 100 reals somehow, but okay. Hello.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
Looks the cover boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls
This is
kissing.
Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What's this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Here's a numero uno guy in there right now. Does he look like this?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go on, what is this
I
fruit?
don't know. Frit?
Okay, why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
It does not.
It doesn't.
No, you're
The
correct.
story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew
It's like
into a
when the
multinational
WWF,
corporation, they had to add
took on the
an extra
WWE.
letter
And
to
one-
avoid trademark infringement.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm
Do
not
you-
really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Do you have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Okay, can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Do you know the man who died?
not really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No, I didn't know him at all.
How long's he been there?
I don't know really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around.
Thanks, Kim.
If you hear anything, let us know.
We are
okay?
standing remarkably close.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to ask about reality. That doesn't feel like it would get us anywhere.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Hypnogamma, magnesium. There is no ammonia. What does this product do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
I mean, I've got a lot of healing stuff for that anyway. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste.
I got you.
That one, there.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Alright, okay. I need to find some money in order to be able to get some ammonia and push through to finding what happened to that poor person in the tree. So that's where we're going to leave it for this time around. I know it feels like not a lot is happening, but I'm investigating and getting a feel for things. I'm also probably going to wind up cutting out little extra bits. I'm going to go see if I can get some money. I'm going to see if I can read through all those case files and figure things out going forward. But in the meantime, thank you for watching this. If you are enjoying it, I'm loving the interactions between like the inner mind and the outer world. I think that's very fun and interesting. I'm really enjoying the game so far, even though it feels like I haven't got very far. Like I say, I think I'm going to have to trim the fat a bit on this, but that's all right. We learn as we go along. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do all the YouTube things down below. Like, comment, subscribe, that whole jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Please be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other, because kindness is a choice. It's not always an easy choice, but it is always the right choice. Take care.